The internet was not ready for this moment and neither were the fans. It started with a silence, the kind of silence that feels loud. For days, followers of Rihanna and ASAP Rocky had been sensing that something was off. No cozy appearances, no playful exchanges, no subtle hints on social media, just distance. And then without warning, it happened. ASAP. Rocky finally broke that silence. Broken heart. The announcement that changed everything. Late one evening, Rocky took to his platform with a message that immediately sent shock waves across the internet. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't cryptic, it was direct and painfully real. He spoke about growth, about needing space, about facing truths that can't be ignored. But it was the tone that hit hardest. There was no anger, no drama, just a heavy emotional finality that left fans reading between every single line. Within minutes, the world understood something had shifted in their relationship, and it might never be the same again. Crying face Ryrie's heartbreaking reaction. Sources close to Rihanna described a moment that no one expected. She didn't lash out. She didn't respond publicly. She broke down. Not the kind of tears you see in public. Not the composed, controlled emotion of a global icon. This was different. This was raw, real, unfiltered. She couldn't stop weeping, one insider revealed. It wasn't just about the announcement. It was everything behind it. The memories, the plans, the love they built. For someone as strong and guarded as Rihanna, this moment spoke volumes. Thought balloon a love story fans believed in. This wasn't just any celebrity relationship. Rihanna and ASAP Rocky were that couple, the kind people pointed to as proof that love could grow from friendship into something deeper, something lasting. From red carpet moments to quiet glimpses of their life as parents, they built an image that felt genuine. They weren't just together. They felt right together, which is exactly why this announcement hit so hard. Puzzle piece. What really led to this? While neither has fully revealed the deeper reasons, whispers are already spreading. The pressure of fame and constant scrutiny, the challenges of balancing careers and family, personal differences that grew over time. But here's the truth. Sometimes even the strongest connections face moments that love alone can't fix. And that's what makes this story so painful. Cloud with rain fans react. Shock, denial, and heartbreak. Social media exploded. Say it's not true. They were endgame. Love is really dead if they can't make it. Fans flooded timelines with old clips, interviews, and moments that once made them smile, now carrying a completely different weight. Because suddenly those happy memories feel like chapters of a story that might have just reached its final page. Crystal ball. What happens next? Right now everything feels uncertain. Will this be a temporary separation or a permanent goodbye? Will Rihanna speak out or stay silent? Is there still a chance for reconciliation? No one knows. But one thing is clear. This isn't just another celebrity headline. This is a deeply emotional moment involving two people who built something real and are now facing a reality that's anything but easy. Speech balloon final thoughts. Behind the fame, the headlines, and the speculation, this is a human story, a story of love, of vulnerability, of two people trying to navigate life under a spotlight that never turns off. And right now that story is filled with tears, especially from Rihanna, who according to those closest to her, simply can't stop weeping. Whether this is the end or just a painful chapter in a longer journey, one thing is certain. The world will be watching. The world had grown used to seeing Rihanna as the embodiment of strength, confident, radiant, always in control. Whether she was commanding a stage, building her empire, or walking hand in hand with ASAP Rocky, she carried an aura that seemed untouchable. But on that quiet, unexpected night, everything changed. It started with a post, no warning, no build-up, just a simple, carefully worded announcement from ASAP Rocky that instantly sent shock waves across the internet. Fans froze, comments exploded, the timeline moved faster than anyone could keep up with because what he revealed wasn't just another celebrity update. It felt final. The moment everything shifted, Rihanna had been at home when the news broke. At first, she didn't believe it. She stared at her phone, reading the words over and over again, as if they might somehow rearrange themselves into something less painful. But they didn't. Each sentence hit harder than the last. Her hands began to tremble. Her breathing changed and for the first time in a long time, Rihanna looked completely overwhelmed. Tears welled up in her eyes. Not the quiet kind you wipe away quickly, but the kind that blur everything around you. The kind you can't hide from. A love the world watched. Their relationship had never been ordinary. From the beginning, Rihanna and ASAP Rocky felt different, real, raw, unfiltered. The chemistry wasn't forced. It was natural, something fans could feel even through a screen. They weren't just another celebrity couple, they were a story people believed in. Late-night interviews, subtle glances, inside jokes, every moment added to a narrative that seemed destined to last. And that's why the announcement hit so hard, because it wasn't just about them. It was about everything people thought they represented. The weight of the words. Rocky's message was calm, almost too calm. That's what made it heavier. There were no dramatic accusations, no public fight, no chaos, just clarity. And sometimes clarity hurts more than anything else because it leaves no room for denial. Rihanna's breaking point. Sources close to her described the moment as something they had never seen before. Rihanna, usually composed, even in difficult times, couldn't hold it together. She didn't try to hide it. She didn't try to be strong for anyone watching. She just felt it fully. The tears came fast, then faster. She tried to speak but couldn't find the words. Every emotion she had kept buried beneath her success, her confidence, her image came rushing out all at once. It wasn't just sadness. It was disbelief. It was heartbreak. It was the realization that something she deeply believed in had shifted forever. Fans react in real time. Within minutes, social media turned into a storm. Say it's not true. This can't be real. They were perfect. The reactions weren't just dramatic. They were emotional because fans had invested in them. They had rooted for them. And now they were watching it all unravel in real time. What Rocky didn't say. Sometimes what isn't said is louder than what is. Rocky's announcement answered a lot, but it also left questions behind. What led to this moment? How long had things been changing behind the scenes? Was this sudden or something that had been building quietly? No one knew for sure. And that uncertainty only made Rihanna's reaction feel even more intense. A silence that speaks volumes. After the announcement, Rihanna didn't immediately respond publicly. No statement, no post, no clarification, just silence. But that silence wasn't empty, it was heavy. Because sometimes when emotions are that real, words aren't enough. The bigger picture, behind the headlines and viral reactions, there was something deeper happening. This wasn't just about fame or relationships in the spotlight. It was about two people navigating something real under the pressure of millions watching. And for Rihanna, that moment, those tears weren't for the cameras. They were real, unfiltered, human. What happens next? That's the question everyone is asking. Is this truly the end or just a turning point in a much bigger story? Because if there's one thing fans know about Rihanna, it's that she doesn't stay down for long. And if there's one thing this moment proved, it's that even the strongest people feel deeply. Final thought. That night, the world didn't just see a headline. They saw a glimpse of something rare. Rihanna, not as a superstar, not as a business mogul, not as an icon, but as a woman experiencing